Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am with my padre and my madre, and today we're going to explore and see what is underneath all these buoys. There is one buoy a little bit over there, okay, and then there's two buoys about 30-50 yards ahead. What they did with those is they marked out debris that is underwater, okay, and it's usually cars from what we can tell. The cool thing is, also before I even get there, we're at the Hogue channel. If you have not checked out the Big Hickory, Little Hickory update, click on this right up above. It's gonna send you there just to get an idea of the area and whatnot. You should probably check that out. But today we have the Fifish. This is a ROV submarine drone. So that's the actual Fifish. It is connected to a wire. There is a lot of wire, spool length, whatever you want to call it, the yardage that you can send it out. It can go up to 367 feet deep. Pretty cool. That's how much pressure it can take. So if you follow that up, it connects to the remote right here. Okay, there is a VR mask thing that you slide your phone into, and then you control the ROV right there. We also have the Skydio today. That's the Skydio case, and that's giant case is the ROV Fifish. So we're gonna check out and see what is underneath. Now it is a little murky and stuff like that, so we're gonna do our best to try to find the cars. Dad's an expert, aren't you, Dad?
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna give it a good shot and see what we can find. Put this right here.
Probably want to get oriented first. Yeah, so then we just got to go just to make, because the current's going this way. Okay.
Right.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a little hard to see in here, but it works.
All right, unlock.
Yep. Hold on, we got.
All right, and we're off. So a couple things, if y'all aren't familiar with operating the Fifish, is one, always keep in mind what the current's doing. So in this instance, I am going against the current, which means if I were to stop that ROV, it will be drifted back and I would lose my progress. That's a very surefire way to get disoriented. Another thing is the display screen. So like watching this on my computer looks way different from what I experienced on my phone. On my phone, you know, I'm outside in the sun, so it was kind of hard to see the screen. I did throw a towel over my head, which helped a little bit. And, you know, there is that VR headset that they do let you have to wear. But I personally do not like it because it's very disorienting for me. And I can't see the full screen. It's got this weird double vision that I get. So I don't use it. Maybe I'll fall in love with it once I get better at the drone. Another thing, too, is, you know, how murky is the water. So finding this car was actually really hard because it was murky. I had to keep on going up and, you know, submerging back and forth, just going up and submerging to see where I'm at. But I did eventually find the car. It took a little bit, but I did find it, and I was very happy to do so. It turns out that it was a Lexus. So whoever's Lexus that is, I'm very sorry that this happened to your car. The sheep's head, however, are happy that it happened because they were all over the place. Now, what are sheep's head? They're a little type of fish that love barnacles. All those barnacles growing on that car, they'll actually go around and snip it, and they love staying by objects where barnacles are present. Those are sheep's head. They got that little black and white stripe. Another thing we had to watch out for, too, were boats. So any kind of boat that goes over, since our drone is not wireless, if the prop hits that wire, our drone is disconnected and lost, and there is no insurance for the drone. If it breaks, I think my dad, I'd have to stop him from jumping overboard in a little feat of depression. Let's just put it that way. So we did have to look out for that and take the drone out. But anyways, it was cool.
It's the Matrix throwing trolls at us.
Stuff happens. At least we have
That's
everybody.
Huh?
That's funny.
It is. Like, imagine if it's just like a video game.
Oh,
It's like troll. Because we had like 40 minutes of setup time, and there were no boats, man. But as soon as we get in the water, it's
As soon
like,
as you get on
just
it,
bam, out of nowhere. Don't you? You know what I mean? It's just like, what the heck?
You ready?
It's like that.
Or do you want to go to a different car?
I really want to get the front of this car.
Okay, all right.
All right, back into the fray. So I couldn't get to the front of the car just because of how strong that current was. I really didn't want to take the risk of looping around to the front, getting drifted back, and having that wire get tangled all over the debris because, you know, the current's going to suck it out. And I later on in the day, I actually had to dive down and untangle this thing at a different location. It was not on recording, but it was at sunset. The water was murky. It was dark. I had to go down like 10 feet. And I was just thinking, man, if there's a shark or something, like, I'm done. So yeah, not the most fun of experiences, but yeah, so you really don't want to get this thing tangled. This car really helped us just get our bearings. I'm not an expert on the Fifish. I do think I did a pretty solid job for, like, this is like my second time operating this thing. But yeah, I mean, there was tons of wildlife. I was shocked on that. There's all those sheep's head. They really love that car. And then coming up, there's gonna be these little tiny, smaller guys. They're not tiny, but they're mangrove snapper right there. Yeah, they're gonna have those black eyes, the black stripes on their eyes. Excuse me.
That was a success. So that was the first car. Now we're gonna do the second car. The first car was pretty cool. Hopefully,
I don't know. I think there's too much traffic.
Too much
to do
traffic.
the middle car.
What
Let's
about
go to the one
by the bridge.
No, the one that's over to the farthest one down.
Okay. Oh yeah, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all we got to do is park by the mangroves.
Yeah.
So we'll do two
And
cars.
it'll be shallower, and we should be able to park closer to it.
Very
Just
true.
watch out for
Started when I'm in a situation like this before I unanchor.
my.
That way, you know, you have propulsion and control of your boat, dear.
Oh, okay.
Dear, my dear.
Dear wife.
My dear wife.
Dear wife.
Oh my dear wife.
My pumpkin pie.
You gotta love that ringtone, though, right?
What? Oh, you put that, my dear wife.
Oh no, my dear wife is calling.
That's what it says when I call his phone.
You get that band thing that you have on your phone, you can make ringtones. So I made my own ringtone.
I gotta do that.
And it says the same thing when she texts. It says the same thing.
I know. I did one voicemail, and then Kurt's mom, Brenda, called,
Said you needed, yeah.
and she's like, "If that boy wants to work for us, he's got to change his voicemail because
It was
It was
my redneck one." I'm either drinking beer or shooting deer. This was gonna be good.
This is gonna be easier.
Yeah,
Park right here. How deep is it?
I don't know.
thing won't work. Yeah, this one's gonna be cool. Unless someone's like, oh, squeeze right in between there. You got full of your
Alright, so we're off to the second car. This one was so much easier to find than the first one because part of that car was above the surface of the water, which just made it so much easier for me to orient, you know, where it's at in respect to the boat. Here you're just seeing me submerge, go back up, submerge, go back up. That really just helps me orient myself on where the ROV is. And yes, I just crashed there. This thing's pretty hardy. The only really bad thing that can happen is if anything gets tangled in the propellers. If that happens and the propellers break, it's not the end of the world. The whole kit comes with extra propellers that you can replace them with. So not the end of the world. But yeah, here is the second car. Lots of cool shots here. Here I am just orienting myself, and the current at this spot wasn't as bad as the current at the other spot, so you know, a little bit easier to navigate myself. But if you look really close into that little doorway, there is a fish just chilling out there. There he is. He's just chilling. Like, that is a fish. I actually ended up spooking him later on. Right here, I believe. And bam. Yeah. Got a little too close to him. But yeah, lots of cool things here. And it ended up that this car was a Chevy. So, whoever cars these were, I hope y'all had pretty good insurance. It is a tragedy. The fish love it, though. This site had a lot of sheep's head and mangrove snappers. Those are the only two real species of fish that I saw. Weren't any catfish or nothing like that. Just a lot of sheep's head, a lot of mangrove snapper. Now, if y'all are car experts, I would love to know what kind of Chevy this is. It might be like a Camaro. I'm not a big car expert, but I couldn't see the front of the car. So if any car experts are out there that can tell what kind of car this is just by looking at that, put it down in the comments, because I'm really interested to see what kind of car this was. Yeah, there was some cool things. I was trying to peel into the little, back window area, and that was a little bit risky, and it was too dark, so I have no idea what I'm flying into. So I was like, try focusing. Nope, not gonna focus. So I kind of backed out of that. Not worth it. I definitely don't want to dive down there and try to reach in and grab that with all the barnacles. It's just not a fun situation. Here's all those little sheep's head chilling out. And that current is pushing me into that car, just to let you know. They really don't seem to be too frightened from the drone. It kind of really shocked me on how some of them were curious about it. They're just like, what is this thing? Rather than thinking of it as a threat, which I thought was really cool. What was really crazy is I ended up stumbling upon a whelk. This guy is alive, and what it's called is a whelk, and that's W-H-E-L-K. They get pretty big. They can get up to a good 18 inches or so, so this one's not a small size. What they do is they actually feed primarily on clams and oysters. So to the left of them, like the left of the camera, you probably saw that open clamshell. There's a good chance he was eaten by a whelk. I think this guy's actually eating on something too, so what they do is they just suck on it for a super long time, and then that clamshell opens and they eat whatever's inside of it. They also eat pretty much any kind of living matter that is just sunken down to the bottom of the floor, so dead fish, whatever. They'll scoop it up, but they primarily eat clams and oysters. What was really cool with these guys too is these sheep's head really gravitated to this drone, man. They were following me around for a good bit. They went away from that car and we're just like, what the heck is this alien thing floating in the water? Just imagine what it would have been like for those sheep's head to see that. Definitely baffled them, is the right term I would say. So yeah, I mean, it was a good day. Overall, I was really happy with what we were able to do with the Fifish, considering how murky the water is. This was my second time taking this thing out. I was extremely happy. Awesome results. If y'all really enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hit that bell notification icon to be notified when I upload. Y'all have a spectacular day. This was a ton of fun, so more Fifish videos will be coming up. Y'all have a spectacular, productive, amazing, glorifying day, alright? Adios.